BattleBit Remastered has sold over 1.8 million copies in the 2 weeks since its launch, even though it doesn't even have one Santa Claus themed skin. I'm Luke Lafreniere, and this is Game Linked. And this game is a certified indie smash hit because being a better Battlefield than Battlefield will do that. But it wasn't an easy road. In an interview with How to Market a Game, Sergeant Okidoki, one of the 3 developers behind BattleBit, detailed the game's history, from being voted onto Steam Greenlight back in 2016, to gaining hype from a few Twitch streamers back in January of 2022, to launching in June 2023, and selling almost half as many copies as 2021's Battlefield 2042.
I can't imagine it's very hard.
Yeah. Not a difficult process. Not a hard line to cross. Part of the reason for that success was making the hard decision to switch from a more hardcore military gameplay style, a la Squad, to a more accessible gameplay style. Because it turns out simulating warfare is fun for more people when they can play the game without completing basic training.
Helps your character though.
Yeah, but it's also more fun when they can buy the latest installment in a long-running franchise and not be met with a completely different class system, game-breaking instability, and the absence of some kind of beloved game element. Happens every damn time. Keep the stuff people like while making things just a bit better, and it turns out that you can have the graphics look like a 7-year-old's Roblox project. CD Projekt Red, developer of Witcher, Cyberpunk 2077, and just about that, actually, is worth more than industry titan Ubisoft, developer of Climb the Tower to Reveal the Map of the Game. Actually, that's amazing. This has actually been the case for at least a few months. But while some thought nature would heal itself, Paul Tassi at Forbes points out that despite releasing regular entries to popular franchises like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six, The Division, sort of Watch Dogs, Ubisoft's market cap is $3.13 billion right now, compared to CDPR's $3.54. And that's after launching Cyberpunk 2077 as a broken mess, slowly fixing issues over a couple years, only to gaslight players into thinking that they just imagined the whole thing in the first place, like players teleporting into traffic and assuming the T-pose. That's what the future is gonna be like. It's real.
It's like gonna be a TikTok trend.
Yeah, what is the lesson in all of this? Maybe that game companies should focus more on quality over quantity again, or at least convince players that their game never actually crashed. They just kept hitting the power button by accident with their foot or something. They were just having such a good time, they couldn't help themselves.
And then you went outside and didn't play games.
Touched some grass, climbed a tower, revealed a map. And Grand Theft Auto 5 is returning to Xbox Game Pass again after 2 previous stints on the subscription service. Microsoft tried getting it to stay, but the game is a free bird. It was born to fly and start fights with pedestrians or something. GTA 5 hasn't been on Xbox Game Pass since July 2021, but it's returned just in time for the service to get a price hike from $10 to $11 a month for the base subscription and $14 to $16 a month for the Game Pass Ultimate. Although the version being added this time is the remastered one, it remains to be seen whether a 10-year-old game will bring subscribers flocking to the service when it's losing other beloved titles like Paw Patrol, the movie, Adventure City Calls, one of the greatest games of all time. It's amazing. Oh, you want it to feel like you were Ryder and his team of emergency service theme pups? Sorry. Why don't you play this criminal game instead? Disgusting. And now for the quick bits, brought to you by Vessi. Gamers, is your KDR not up to par? You know who can help you with that? Not Vessi, really. They make shoes, but when you do decide to go out and touch some grass, a pair of Vessis might be the play. Vessi says they're 100% waterproof, and their Dymatex technology also allows their shoes to be lightweight and breathable, letting heat and sweat escape. The new meta is going outside, but before you do that, check out the link below and use code LTT for 15% off. People want us to call these things quick saves, but what are saves made of? They're made of bits. We're getting to the root of it.
Butts.
Nintendo has just published its annual report for last year, revealing the salaries of its top paid employees and just how much more modest their compensation is compared to the rest of the industry. The president of Nintendo only makes around $2.5 million annually, which kind of explains, the bowl cut. His mom takes care of it every other month with the kitchen scissors. $2.5 million might sound like a lot if you're part of the 99% of humanity that makes less than $125K a year, but for comparison, Andrew Wilson, the the CEO of EA, that company that you probably hate, makes nearly $35 million annually. While Robert Kotick, CEO of Activision, makes around $155 million a year.
He's doing a lot, though.
Oh,
A lot
of the worst things possible. What on earth is Nintendo doing with all their money? Oh yeah, lawyers. They're suing people.
The lawyers have yachts, all of them.
Oh, they probably make more than the CEO. Voice actors are speaking out about R-rated game mods using AI clones of their voices. It's that age-old question, is it ethical to make and distribute non-consensual deepfake porn so long as it's in Skyrim? It's not legal here, but is it legal in Cyrodiil? Wow, I know too much about Elder Scrolls that I could just keep on going on. A labyrinthian moral quandary that only the wisest of sages could hope to untangle. Modding community Nexus has said that it may remove AI content in response to credible complaints, but that might not help much given the sheer number of these mods. It's like a whack-a-mole, but with pixelated penises. Dead by Daylight, the 1v4 survival horror game, is adding DLC featuring a new playable character. Actor Nicolas Cage. Yes, that Nick Cage. In a daring casting move, Nicolas Cage will be voiced by Nicolas Cage, who has previous experience in the role. Nicolas Cage, the playable character, not the actor, has 3 unique abilities, including Scene Panther? Partner. Okay.
I would much rather see the first one.
Plot twist and dramaturgy?
Correct.
Okay, that's right. His power is acting. Just like in real life.
The character will also randomly scream. It's listed.
Actually? Redditors are in a panic trying to find out whether Starfield, the upcoming sci-fi RPG from Bethesda, will have spoons or not. Forks have been spotted in the trailers and promotional materials, but the scoopiest kind of cutlery is mysteriously absent. They've only talked about sandwiches. You don't need a spoon for a sandwich. You might need a spoon for something else.
Whoa.
Some commenters say that they may have to skip the game if they're not able to use the proper tool for eating soup, calling the game just unplayable. Others say that if you find eating things with a fork instead of a spoon difficult, it's a quote, skill issue. Hopefully Bethesda will put an end to the speculation by providing a list of in-game cutlery soon, and hopefully the materials that they're made out of. And a clear ripoff of The Last of Us called The Last Hope has shown up on the Nintendo Switch eShop. It's a story about a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies, but the company thought up a brilliant way to hold off a potential lawsuit. This game's got a time machine.
It's way different.
It's perfect. That would really have helped Joel figure out the dilemma at the end of the first game. Did Naughty Dog even think of that? What are they even doing over there? Thankfully, Eurogamer played the game, so you don't have to find out whether this game's stand-in for Ellie is capable of reacting when an assault rifle goes off just directly in front of him. And you should come directly back here on Tuesday for more gaming news. That should leave you a little bit of time to touch some grass and enjoy some spoons.
Not too much, though.
Yeah. Could be bad.
Moderation.
Everything.